is close to 6:20 and time now for What's Trending. Oklahoma State head basketball coach Mike Boynton made a trip to Walmart on Sunday, not to get something, but to give something. Walk-on guard Dee Mitchell was working his shift when the coach showed up with a surprise. And along with his Cowboys teammates on Zoom, Coach Boynton told Mitchell that he's now earned a scholarship that bringing the junior just to tears. Mitchell thought that he may have to give up on basketball as he balanced school, the team, and working 30 to 40 hours a week at Walmart, but that's no longer the case. He's now on scholarship at Oklahoma State, and Mitchell called the surprise just breathtaking, saying that it meant everything to be able to share the moment with his mom, who was taking it all in on FaceTime. How amazing to see his reaction and how precious and special. And I just can't believe how hard this young man has been working, and I'm so glad that he's being rewarded for it. The coach said that he awarded him that scholarship 3 years to the day of when he initially tried out for the team. So it was on an anniversary of his tryout, and the coach said that no one has worked as hard as he has.
Wow. I mean, just the hard work really paying off. You could tell that coach just wasn't ready to sacrifice that one of his players there, and just went way out of his way to make sure that he could secure that scholarship. And it looks like it was well deserved. I mean, you can just tell. I could even imagine as just getting out of college, being in my second year out, just how busy I was, just tackling working maybe at the most like 20 hours a week on top of school and the clubs I was doing, but he's playing a sport too. I know how demanding that can be. So hats off to him for all of his hard work, and now that it's finally paying off.
Finally paying off indeed. And I got lucky. I didn't have to work while I was in college, but there was a lot of things I had to jumble, and I could just only imagine what sacrifices would have to be made in order to make that money and go to college too. So definitely a props to that young man who will now get to live his dreams out with a little bit of help from the coach. So definitely a big round of applause there.
Yeah.
Certainly a really good way to show you care about someone. And so is this next story. Some couples in Japan were doing the same thing in maybe a different way. A ceremony of love that, quite frankly, looks a little brutal, actually, took place in Japan. Locals in central Japan's snow country took part in a husband-tossing ritual last Friday. It's a ceremony that aims to strengthen the bond between husband and wife. Residents carry a married man to the top of the hill. Then they throw him over. He rolls down the hill to where his wife is waiting. Sorry, it's so funny to watch. Spectators were limited this year due to the coronavirus restrictions. Participants also smear charcoal on their faces in hopes of having good health in the future. So that's interesting too. I love how dramatic though these husbands are when they get thrown. They're like flailing in the air and rolling down the hill, having a great time. And the charcoal for good health, I kind of get that. I've tried the charcoal toothpaste, for the healthy teeth and everything. But maybe it's a little bit different in this case. But either way, it looks like a really fun tradition, and I'm glad they're keeping it going.
Yeah, man, but
It's so funny to watch. Yeah, like you said, Peter, it's so funny to watch, and I think especially just because the whole point of it is to strengthen the bond. Right. I would think that the husband would think maybe a little less of the bond after being tossed over a hill. But and it also, we were talking earlier about how it kind of reminds you of the wife carrying competition that happens over in Europe. Just kind of so a different twist on it, which is great.
Yeah. A very different twist, and it's making me laugh so much too that I kind of jumped the gun there, but it's just so funny to just see that. And you know what, it would be funny if that almost came to America, obviously when things are a little bit more safer. But of course, maybe some of those husbands may be screaming too, and you might be screaming for this next story. If you've been screaming on the inside for the last few months, I know I have been. Now I can do it out loud. I won't do it for you guys' sake, for the world to hear. Just Scream is a hotline that lets you scream into your phone. You call the number, scream as loud as you want, for as long as you want, and then hang up. Your call is recorded and saved on the Just Scream website. Elementary school teacher Chris Gallmer created the project to help people reduce their stress. The hotline was launched just before Election Day. He says since then, he's gotten more than 70,000 phone calls, according to the Just Scream website. Personal numbers are not stored. If you want to participate, Act fast, though. The hotline will stop accepting calls on January 21st, and if my watch is correct, today is January 19th. So only 2 days left, and you know what? I am very tempted to participate in that because you know what? I don't know about you, but I've been holding a lot of stress inside, and honestly, it honestly would make me laugh a little bit too, just be able to let a little bit of that out.
Exactly. I know it is just therapeutic to scream sometimes. I definitely do it. And you guys, I've been entertaining myself by pulling up some of these screams over the last couple commercial blocks, so I have to play you one, okay?
Yes, please.
Check this out. I hope you guys can hear this.
Now, that's a real scream, right?
I literally have. It's a good one. I mean, just tens of thousands. I've been listening to
Wow.
probably like 40 of them the last couple commercial breaks, and I've just been chuckling the whole time. Our producer's like, is something funny? What's going on? I'm like, I'm listening to all these screams. So you guys just check out justscream.baby.
Wow, I don't know what's more therapeutic, actually screaming into the phone or listening to the other people's screams and
Right.
laughing at those. But either way, definitely a website worth checking out. And if you are feeling like you need to get that scream in, do it soon.
Yeah, get it in very soon indeed, because yeah, you only have a couple days left. Peter, you and I should probably do this.